Fans have noticed recently how Ice Spice's look resembles Nicki Minaj. A hairstylist called thebellabrand has accused Ice Spice and her team of stealing Nicki-inspired wigs from her. In the video, you can see the messages between her and the hairstylist and the wigs that look like Nicki's. Thebellabrand takes to Instagram and writes how Ice Spice and her team didn't pay for the wigs, which you guys can pause and read. Also, thebellabrand posted an argument between her and someone possibly from Ice Spice's team.
Was coming. But the thing is, why? Was it even necessary to even do all of that?
Yeah, my time and my money played with, it was very necessary. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy, like, oh, you really let her do that? I could have did worse.
Understand that?
You know, you don't understand.
This does look messy on Ice Spice's part, expecting services for free. Also, fans have noticed how similar Ice Spice sounds to Nicki on her album Y2K, with similar flows and lyrics as Nicki's. I do find this funny since Ice Spice was exposed by her friend Baby Storm earlier this year about a disagreement between her and Nicki about a deal and how Ice Spice called her delusional and ungrateful. This had them made fans believe that there was a fallout between Nicki and Ice Spice and also some distaste from the bars. Ice Spice then responds to the assumption, saying in her Rolling Stone interview, "She's busy as hell. I don't really think she cares about shit like this, that, coming from a random girl. But what I said in those texts was just in a moment of frustration around contract negotiations. I could have chose different words, but at the end of the day, regardless of how I felt that moment, Nicki is still somebody I respect as an artist, and I'm always going to admire everything she's done for me and the culture." She then says, "We don't have the closest relationship, but we are definitely good. We're mutuals, and we had smash records together. I love us together. I think the world does too." Now, Nicki does have a history of falling out with the rap girls, but Ice Spice really decides to be cordial with Nicki despite the disagreement. Now, it is very obvious that Ice Spice does take in a lot of inspiration from Nicki in terms of looks and lyrics, but this also is the case with other rap girls where they have been accused of possibly stealing from Nicki Minaj. But I think this is very common among the industry where the girls just are inspired by each other. Though I do find it funny how Ice Spice was subbing Lotto about copying her last year with one tweet where she said, "I hate a bitch with no identity." And then a fan says, "He's stealing yours." And then she answered, "Can't." Ice Spice also possibly took shots at Cardi B in her song BB Belt on her album, where she's like, "This one B is built like an ant, crash outs and they go on rants, cash cow, I be getting them bands, be switching, but they wasn't trans." This probably stems from when Cardi B had beef with influencer Ramonte earlier this year, and she ended up name dropping Ice Spice in the middle of it. Cardi was upset and claimed that Ramonte called her Mexican and then name dropped Ice as the example of who he doesn't do that to, who's also Dominican. Then Ice confronted her. Ice says, "No offense, Cardi, it's because I have a Dominican parent and a black one." Cardi B then answers Ice Spice and tells her to drop a photo of both of them, which probably makes Ice Spice feel some type of way because everyone knows that she publicly works with Nicki. So what do you think of Ice Spice's album Y2K? Do you think that she's biting off of Nicki? And what do you think of her and her hairstylist saying that she's stealing wigs from her? And also, do you think that song first was about Cardi? Like, comment, and subscribe.